So I've worked and volunteered with the West Australian Museum, the History Department, who gave me all of my training, the National Trust of Western Australia, and then my last major project here in WA was the National Anzac Centre. I then went to work in Sydney for a year, working in exhibition development and travelling exhibitions with Sydney Living Museums, and I was sort of missing the stories, I guess. I missed the processes of writing history. So I decided to come back and do a PhD, which is something I'd sort of been thinking about during my undergraduate degree, but I really wanted to combine my professional experience in exhibitions with the PhD project, and so the opportunity to do a creative PhD came up here at Notre Dame, and that really that grabbed my attention. I sort of began this journey with this lovely lady, Rose de Freycinet, who I came across when I was working with the West Australian Museum many years ago. She stowed away on her husband's naval ship in 1817 and travelled around the world with him, both as his wife and as sort of a scientist and recorder in her own right. They built her a special part of the cabin and they smuggled her aboard disguised as a man. There's one sketch or a watercolour that was made by an artist on board the voyage on the beach at Shark Bay, and it depicts Rose sitting by her tent reading while her husband works away at a table, and yet in the official record of the voyage, which is obviously published from the logs, she's been wiped out of history. You get all of the benefits of the small university experience because you're not kind of competing for time with lots of other postgraduate students, but also there is opportunity to be a little bit more creative, and I knew that I would need a lot more support because it had been so long since I'd done anything academic really. And I knew that Notre Dame would give me opportunity to work my PhD in a way that it would provide professional training for myself.